What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is here, watchOS 27 Beta 3, and it's time to talk about the changes that come along with it, because if you guys have been on Beta 2 for iOS 27, there have been some random issues, charging, battery life, and inconsistency toggling between the dark mode, so to speak, watch faces and the color patterns that went along with it. I'm hoping are fixed here. Before we jump into the watch itself, let's go ahead and go into the watch app and then go to general and about. And you can see right here, this version for beta 3 of watchOS 27 has a build number that isn't consistent with iOS. And in H build, this is actually an I build coming in at 24R5315I. We're still moving along okay. This is still in flight and on track to be released in September with the new hardware. No surprise there, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned to you guys that these versions do not necessarily match. Before we jump any further into this, leave a comment down below on how watchOS 27 beta cycle has been working for you and what issues you've had, including what model you're on, so we can kind of crowdsource and see what's going on with that. Now, aside from that, the big question is always going to be the new Siri. Is it here or not? And as you saw from the last beta, we did get the new logo. However, we weren't able to actually trigger it. So I did have an issue with watchOS 27 Beta 3 first launching Siri. We had the app, it never went away. I couldn't find it though when I searched for it. It is now back. So if you saw that video, know that now launching it, we do have the new Siri. We didn't lose it at all. So that is good to see. So I say all this to let you know, if we do trigger it here and it does not work, it could still come in a couple of minutes or hours as the watch finishes indexing. I'm going to be very curious to see, but let's test it right now. Hey Siri, when is the okay, you can see it handed it over there, so let's trigger it differently. You saw the old logo though. When is the men's soccer team? Let's go ahead and relaunch that just so we can get a full grasp on it. When does the US men's soccer team play in the FIFA World Cup next? So you can see we have the old Siri logo. It didn't actually finish the prompt and did not send the request. So I'm thinking something is actually going on the back end. You can see here, we have the new imaging here, but the old logo. So that is kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on just yet, but we're not even getting a prompt response. Now, what I will say though is this is actually encouraging seeing this, because I think everything's still finishing up in the back end, and I do think the new Siri is going to be live in this version. So we'll have to check that out in a minute after we jump through everything. We'll just cancel that out for now. Let's go into just some of the apps really quick. You can see we still have that new mandatory, frequently used or suggested apps. Let's jump into the stocks app, scroll around, and see how smooth everything is going. And right off the bat, it does look a lot better and faster than Beta 2 was. Oh, it's definitely better loading the weather app. This was completely broken for me in Beta 2. Let's go ahead and open the calendar really quick. And you can see it's actually working pretty well there. Let's go ahead and go into the App Store. This always did take a little while to load, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of a lag here. And sure enough, that remains true nonetheless. Let's see how long it does take, because this is taking a significant amount of time. While that loads too, you can see we are connected to Wi-Fi, we are paired with a phone. It is simply just going a little slower than what it should right after an update. None of the app icons are loading still. So yeah, none of the glyphs are showing. That's kind of interesting and kind of weird to see. Let's finish scrolling down and through here. Let's go into the news app. Preparing. So at least this is opening somewhat decently. Not too bad there. Let's go ahead and check podcasts. And that worked pretty well as well. Let's go ahead and jump back through. Everything seems to be working okay, so to speak, on this. Let's go back and try Siri, and then we'll jump back into the iPhone and check out the app if there's any other changes there also. What time is it in New York? Yeah, very interesting. It's not sending the request. It just keeps listening, like the prompt is not going through. So what I'm going to actually do here, I'm going to restart this. This is something we don't normally do in a video right after a fresh reboot, but I'm going to let this restart. It does typically take a little while. So while this changes and updates, I'm going to go ahead and show you the app and see if we can see anything different in here as we were discussing earlier. So if we actually go through Smart Stack, live activities and widget selection seem to be the only thing still here. Nothing else is really in this picture that's new for that aspect. See if I can get a little clearer view for you guys. One thing that I still think is underutilized is obviously going to be the gestures. Like I said, tap gestures used to be double tap, but now we can do single taps, but nothing new is still really here to look at. We still have a wrist flick. That was broken beta 2. It never worked without a restart. Let's take a look again in the Siri app. Everything looks to be the same. No new options here at all either, which again is kind of surprising. I'm not seeing anything really new here at all in settings. A little bit disappointing, like I said, for another beta. iOS and watchOS were totally two different things. The biggest feature we were really excited about was getting some AI on the watch for a big update, but feature-wise, it's kind of limited still. And I'm not seeing many changes here at all. Okay, so that's a little disappointing nonetheless. The watch finished restarting though. Let's give it another test here. What time does the men's soccer team play tonight in the World Cup? And you can see we're still having the same issue. It's still reading it, not sending it, even after a moment of silence. Just nothing's coming to the front. It's still just reading and listening to our voices. Very interesting. What I will say, and this could be a differentiating factor, in our settings on our iPhone, we are still getting an optimized search and Siri option here, telling us that the phone is still indexing. Still use it as typical. If you've been on beta 1 and 2, you know this has been a long ongoing thing with this beta, that indexing seems to take forever. We didn't have it in beta 2. It is back substantially in beta 3. Hopefully this goes away and finishes before the next beta comes out, because on beta 1, I was barely at 50% after the 2 weeks in between betas, so we'll have to wait and see here. This could be causing this issue where I'm not getting the new Siri to show up on the watch in full yet. I don't know. We had an issue where there was a delay even seeing this new screen, getting the pace and expressivity thing. The slider wasn't there at the beginning after the install finished for beta 3. Maybe that's what's happening here for watchOS. We'll have to see. But for now, again, seems to be working fine. Battery life is going to be the real telltale of this beta. Hopefully it'll work pretty well. Let me know again, like I said, down in the comments below, how watchOS 27 beta cycle has worked for you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.